Hey guys, so today I want to go over the fact that I've been gone for like 9 months and I still haven't said anything about why I was gone or what I did while I was gone, so I hope I explained that today. Main reason I was gone, for a good few months I just couldn't record at all, and the rest of it was lack of motivation and just playing and not recording. Now, if you looked at my video 9 months ago, it was one of like the Skywars duel videos, you'll see that I commented on it that my GPU like died at the time. The one that I had back then, my GTX 960, completely dead. It was completely dead, and I couldn't use it. I was stuck with my Intel integrated graphics for like 2 days, not that long, thankfully. But those 2 days that I had to deal without it were very painful. I played Krunker, this web shooter game, at like the only way I could get 60 FPS on it was by playing it on a 10% resolution scale, and then the game just looked extremely pixelated and blocky, and just it looked disgusting. It was terrible to play on, and somehow I still did okay. In the next few days I got my new graphics card, and yeah, that was just a saving grace because I could play whatever I want at a stable FPS and still have it look good. So fast forward a couple of months, we actually move house, and I lose my internet for like 2 weeks. That doesn't sound too bad, but those 2 weeks went by super duper slowly, man. I felt more bored than ever during that 2-week time period. Everything I do is related to the internet and talking to my friends and just being online, doing stuff online in general. And just not being able to do that was just awful. So yeah, what I ended up doing through that time without any internet, I watched way too much anime and TV shows that I just had on my computer at the time. And aside from that, also played whatever offline games I had at the time. There's this game called Factorio. I played a ton of that, like way too much of it. And ended up doing like a lot in the game. Played a lot. Pretty much beat it, really. Actually, I don't know. Maybe not beaten it, but I did a good amount of stuff in it. I didn't play too much of Terraria. That didn't last for long. I've been playing some Terraria now though because of the new Journey's End update that came out. It's been very fun. But yeah, as I said, everything that I do is basically related online, and when I can't do that, it's very, very boring and painful and slow. So by the end of those 2 weeks, 2.5 maybe, pain was over, had internet back, I was great, absolutely binge watched YouTube. I did way too much, honestly. I played all the online games. One of the first things I played again was Minecraft, of course, and yeah, that was fun. So I'm just about to play some tic-tac-toe with this guy. He asked me in chat, and I said sure. Alright. Let's beat this guy in tic-tac-toe. Bam, I win. Boop. I win. To combo him! Well, now that I beat that guy in tic-tac-toe, I can go back to explaining what I did. So, yeah, played a bunch of Minecraft, all the online games that I hadn't been able to play for 2 weeks, talked to my friends, got probably too excited that I had internet back, but hey, it could have been even longer. We just got lucky. It could have been even longer that it took to get us internet. So, yeah, from then it just went back into me going back into school, talking again, because at the time that was like, I think it was like winter holidays that my PC decided to break itself, and so that was just pain and more pain. So much, just an overwhelmingly large amount of pain. I could not do anything over those holidays, so it wasn't even like I got to go to school. Well, it was for like the last like 2 days before I got internet, it was like that, but I basically had nothing to kill the time with, which was really sad. Anyways, internet came back, I got to do whatever I wanted again, went back to school, you know, did my schoolwork because I'm a good boy. And then while I'm at school, we start, you know, getting this news on this whole big virus that's going about, and everything starts like rapidly changing, you know. One of my friends at the time, he moved to America. He lived in the EU for a bit, lived in the UK, then he moved back to America where he came from. So that was pretty sad. But and then the whole coronavirus thing came in. There's a new virus and it's coming in, and it's reached the UK and everything's bad. And that wasn't ideal. So we all started, you know, getting a tad bit worried, like, hey, what's gonna happen, you know? Like we have school and stuff to go to, man. What's gonna happen? Is everything gonna shut down? I mean, we were low-key hoping for it. We don't really enjoy going to school, as do most people. But we saw what happened. Then it got really bad, and my school was like most of the schools, they're like, oh, we want to stay open for as long as possible, which is understandable. It makes sense, yeah. But yeah, things were just going downhill at one point, and one day the cafeteria were like shut down. We couldn't go in, get our food to eat, which wasn't a big problem for people who brought in their own packed lunches. But I wasn't one of those people. I relied on the school foods. So since they shut down, or since the cafeterias were closed down, the school said at just before lunchtime we could go home if we wanted. So of course we took this up and we went home at like 2 hours before normal, which doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, it was nice. And I remember for like the last lesson of the day, we had no teachers in because of this whole thing, and we all had to sit in the main hall with like 1, 2, maybe 3 teachers. So we all had to sit like very close to each other, like next to each other on these tables, and yes, very good for the virus, I know. Very sanitary, but it didn't really matter to us because the stairs that we had were already very cramped, so if we hadn't called already, we were there. And I don't think I actually have one coronavirus yet, which is surprising. But I mean, hey, here we are. Still could happen, but things are looking up as of recent. So the teachers are sitting there frantically calling while we're all doing our work. It wasn't like too difficult. Nobody really cared if we talk. It wasn't really work at this point. It was more like the teachers trying to phone and just giving us an excuse for something to do in our time until lunch. So there was like no actual work going on there, and the teachers knew. They didn't really care. We were just kind of sitting there talking to our friends who we sat by. You know, just casual stuff. So it comes to the end of the day, 12:40, we all head home. Some of us get picked up, some of them have to stay a little bit later because their parents can't pick them up, which I feel really bad for those people. Luckily it wasn't me or any of my friends. And I'm walking home, and this one person that I've just never spoken to before in my life, on the exact opposite side of the street of me, looks at me and says, "Trent! Oh my gosh, Trent!" And I'm like, oh hi, I have no idea who this person is, by the way. I just say hi, they walk over, I start talking. I'm not socially capable. I don't know what the hell I'm saying right now. That man is very good loot, luckily he sucks. I don't know what I'm doing. This random person who I don't even know who they are, walks up to me, says, "Hi Trent." I just say hi. I don't even ask their name. I'm too scared. They're very threatening. Like, man, I just wanted to walk home, play some video games. I wasn't prepared for some guy out of nowhere just to say, "Hi, Trent." So, talked to them for a bit. Still no idea who they are for a good bit of time. And eventually I get to my drive and I'm like, oh, I've got to go. And then they tell me their name. And they go, I'm not gonna lie, it goes in one ear, out the other. I don't remember what their name was. So yeah, absolutely no idea what their name is. Walking home, got to my drive, and I was relieved that was over, man. I am not that kind of person, man. I can't deal with that. I can't do that. I can't talk to random people. So yeah, a week or something later, schools say that they're shutting down, including mine, and we're all happy, you know, online school. But yes, as I was saying, online school I think is like way worse than actual school. I mean, I can get up basically whenever I want, and I don't have to worry about getting changed into my uniform or anything like that. That's really nice. I really like that part. But it's something about online school, man. It's just, I don't vibe with it. Something about it I just don't vibe with. So yep, the boredom that quarantine has basically brought has led me to be very bored as of recent. And that boredom has brought you YouTube videos right at the comfort of your own home. But yeah, that's about it for the adventures I've been up to outside of my YouTube channel. I've done like 5 different recordings today, none of which I've been happy with, so let's hope this is the one, and I guess if you're seeing it, then it is. Okay, well, I don't know how he hit me there. I've probably lost this, yeah. It's right there. Yep, I'm dead. Man, he's super good at bed wars, alright. Well, I mean, guess that's it for this video. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.